Broadcasting live from an Airstream somewhere in Tornado Alley, bringing you the people, places, and stories from the Panhandle to the Red River. This is your Only in Oklahoma show.
And welcome to the show. Today we're discussing the Flower Shop Winery and Pizzeria in Chickasha and Yukon, Oklahoma. And later on in the show, a big investment into small businesses in Oklahoma. I'm Brett.
And I am Harley.
We're going to settle for that one.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
What genre of music are national anthems?
Classical?
Country.
Really? Oh, okay. Got me. That was a dad zinger. You got me.
So we are talking about the Flower Shop Winery and Pizzeria.
Yes, we are.
2 locations currently.
Yes. The OG in Yukon.
The OG is in Yukon.
Yeah.
And there are rumbles of some other locations in the works.
Oh, really?
Yes.
More, maybe? Don't spoil. Don't spoil it.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it.
Don't spoil anything.
This was actually started by another Brett, a different Brett.
I've been meeting a lot of Bretts lately, and they're all successful.
This was started by Brett Coppice.
Okay.
I believe that is how he pronounces his name.
Well, it reminds me of Nadas Coppice.
Yes.
A little bit. The skater that you admired.
I did. In 1988, he was probably my favorite skater. The Flower Shop Winery and Pizzeria was started by Brett Coppice. He went to school to learn the wine business.
Yeah.
After being inspired by his granddad making elderberry wine, the family actually started making wine in the 1930s and purchased the original land in the land run of 1889.
If you're looking for, when you think of local, when you think of family owned, if you're haven't been around since the land run, I don't know if I can trust you. You know?
Did you just drop the F-bomb?
No, I don't know if I can trust you. Know if I can trust you.
Dude, I'm telling you, it came off as an F-bomb.
It took me 20 minutes to do the intro to the show. There's a chance.
I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but Oklahoma was a dry state until the late 50s.
Yeah.
So the wine business was probably not exactly legal.
Yeah, they were making it in their cellar for sure.
And the winery was built in an underground cellar, which still exists today.
I didn't even see that part until my grandpa used to make wine in the wine cellar. Hello? It just hit me. That's why they call it a wine cellar.
You think it's called a wine cellar because they were hiding from the police?
Yeah.
No. I think the temperature and moisture levels are better in a cellar than
probably
they are.
And your chances of not being caught by the police are probably better in the cellar as well. I come here to learn too. just like we're delivering information. I'm also learning as we go.
In 2017, Coppice bought 2 buildings on Main Street in Yukon, on the west end of the downtown business district.
Yep.
One of the buildings was an original homestead in the city of Yukon, and the other served as a well-established florist for many years.
Does it make sense now?
The flower shop?
Yeah.
Can we... Okay.
Are you addressing an elephant in the room here?
Can we?
Go for it.
I love the name. I love where they got the name.
Seriously.
The fact that it used to be a wine, or it used to be a flower shop.
And if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Google cannot wrap its giant AI head around this.
It can't. And when you're trying to tag them in the Facebook, it took me 30 minutes. I'm like, double space. I mean, I was using wingbats and wingdings to try to freaking... But you're right. It struggles. It gives you 30 florists within a 20-mile radius.
Yeah, you're getting like liquor stores and gas stations. Those words don't make sense to the internet.
Right.
Like flower shop pizzeria.
Google, where can I get pizza in a flower shop? And it brings up Casey's because they sell like flowers that by the cash register. Come on.
It's just dumb.
Not the flower shop. Google.
Yes, Google is dumb.
Technology is stupid.
So 2017, they're doing work to renovate the building. They're adding outdoor seating. They opened for business in September, and then they were forced to close in March of 2020.
I wonder why. That's so weird. Any guesses?
Yeah. So Brett continued making wine. He took advantage of his idle kitchen to experiment with making pizza from scratch. And when they reopened, they were ready to launch with pizza and a salad menu and a variety of wines and locally brewed beers.
And we'll talk more about it at the at the end of this part, but I got to say, they've got a pretty well-oiled machine. You would think with all of those different components together, there's bound to be something that's like too much this, not enough that. It's the perfect setup.
I think I've had more experience in the Chickasha location.
Yeah.
But it is definitely well thought of.
Oh, yeah.
Especially since they were handicapped with the building, because it's one of those
long
downtown downtown Main Street buildings where it's super long and super narrow.
Yeah.
So they took full advantage of it.
Absolutely.
They've done a great job. Brett, though, named all of the pizzas and stuff after flowers. It's kind of an homage to the flower shop
it makes
origins.
Yeah, we had a couple of flowers ourselves tonight.
Something that both locations share, it's a real casual and fun setting. They have amazing Italian cuisine.
Yeah.
Locally made wines. They have more than a dozen specialty pizzas on the menu. There's literally something on there for everybody. If you're in the mood for it, they will suggest a locally brewed beer or wine to pair with whatever you're eating. And they offer wine flights.
Oh.
So if you're looking for your wine,
yeah,
you
can drink a few
you
of
want
them
to find a
it,
local wine that hits your palate the way you want it to be hit.
Yeah.
I think it's a real easy way to touch a lot of different wines.
What I also think is neat about the place is it's called Flower Shop, Winery and Pizzeria. It still has a little bit of when I first heard about it, I was like, am I overdressed? I didn't know, not that I thought that it was a button-down place, but it is, there is a certain elegant charm mixed with a nice, just a place where you could sip some wine and have an appetizer, or go outside and have a beer, have a pizza. I love the laid-back aesthetic. It's clean. It's bright. It's inviting. It's just, I really like when they repurpose old buildings. And what they've done, again, in Chickasha is a bang-up job. I just like everything about it. It just feels, I don't want to say upper crust because that sounds like a pizza pun, but it feels upper crust, but it's such a chill vibe.
It really is. We'll get to in a second that they have some outdoor seating.
Yeah.
In both locations.
Oh, yeah.
Both have their own kind of unique spin on it.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to talk about some of the food before we kind of split our path down the Yukon / Chickasha routes. So I've tried their version of the Supreme, which is called the Imperial.
Oh, yeah, it looked good.
Dude, it is off the chain. Their crust, I can't explain their crust. We go back and forth, and I think you and I have probably almost gotten to blows.
Yes.
On pizza crust.
Yeah. There
are very few pizza crusts where you and I can both go, yeah, that's it.
That's the one. Yeah, for sure.
So I think it's a great crust, but it's different than like the New York style crust that I think you and I both agree on as being a superb crust.
Right, that's the pinnacle for me. The pinnacle of the crust is the New York style for me.
But what they do with their crust is different, and I can't explain why.
Well, so
it's like a chewier, not denser though.
It's just got I could eat the crust without anything on it.
Yeah,
honestly, yeah, making me a basket of just pizza bones made from the crust, and I'll dip that in marinara. I mean, it's soft. It's got a crunch to it. It's dense. It's an enigma wrapped in a riddle covered with pepperoni.
But some things that I like that they do a little bit different. It's not just your standard breadsticks as an appetizer or a side. They do some different stuff. So they do like a rosemary pistache garlic cheese bread. They do some loaded garlic knots.
Yeah.
They've got their own spin on some things, which
I like that.
I agree.
Because then you're not comparing it. Well, it tastes a little bit like so and so. No, everything they have tastes a little bit like the flower shop in Yukon, and when you're in Yukon, it tastes a little bit like the flower shop in Chickasha. You know what I mean? They're competing. They're warring factions against themselves.
Yeah,
there's nobody else like them.
They have some weird stuff on the menu too, though. They have something called the Illumination.
Oh, really? Illumination.
No, it's Illumination.
Illumination. Oh.
I have no idea why, but it has pickles on it. I've never had a pizza with pickles on it. At no point in time have I ever thought I need a pickle pizza.
Oh, I bet that's good, though.
But it comes with Alfredo sauce, garlic mozzarella, bacon, red onions, and their own
Pickles.
crisp dill pickles.
Find me a place that makes house-made pickles and puts it on their house-made pizza. That's how you have to be, man, you gotta have, that's, can I say ballsy? You beep that out, but you're saying not only try our pizza, but try our pickles on our pizza with a pizza you've never had before.
And their pickles are so good,
dude,
that they are
legit.
Actually on their menu as an item.
Right. They're legit. They're too legit to quit. MC Hammer would love these pickles.
So you and I went there today.
Yes, we did.
We went with a cauliflower crust because I'm trying to stick to my diet.
And I was trying to be supportive.
And dude, even that, I've got zero complaints. That was like just a bomb thin crust pizza.
I know we both talked about the crust because we've had I'm using air quotes cauliflower crust before.
Mm-hmm.
Mazzio's does it. A couple other places do it.
Dude, Mazzio's not a pizza place. Why would you bring that up?
I know, but they have pizza. They're a pizza. Okay, they're a restaurant that calls themselves a pizza place. They were good in 1992. But they didn't have a cauliflower pizza then. This cauliflower pizza, I don't know how many times I bit into it and went and looked at it like, who are you? Because it does not taste like cauliflower. And maybe they slipped us a Mickey. I don't know, but it.
We might have just ate thin crust. Is that what you're saying?
But what I'm saying is, it was crisp. Had a nice crunch. You could fold it. I'm a guy that likes to fold a slice and eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Just the right amount of topping. And I'll be the first to tell you, I'm not a huge fan of pizza because too much sauce. It gets a little messy. I don't like messy foods. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Got it.
Even I can't have my sloppy Joe being sloppy. I don't know why. I'm an American. I know I am. I don't like pizza and ice cream and s'mores. But anyway, this is 2 weeks in a row I've had their pizza. Highly, highly recommend doing this again next week.
You're gonna make me fat, dude. Okay,
it was cauliflower crust.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. It's too good to be healthy.
It is.
I'm throwing that out there.
If it tastes too good, there's something in it. There's got to be something in it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to go on a 3-day fast to make up for the healthy option.
Right, but it was good.
It was great. There are a couple other things on the menu that I want to call out. Their dipping sauces, I don't understand it. I don't know what they do, but they have a balsamic dipping sauce that'll knock your socks off. Their ranch, if that's not house made, I got to know what bottle it came out of.
Right.
But they have multiple. They've got like a dozen different dipping sauces, and every one that I've tried is amazing. The other thing I want to touch base, though, on their menu, they have sandwich options and they have pasta options, but they don't have. There's not an overdose of options. There are 4 sandwiches on the menu and 4 pastas on the menu.
That's all you need. If you're a pizza, here's the other thing. If you're a pizzeria, how many pizzas are on the menu?
A dozen, give or take.
A dozen, give or take. I like the fact that you can get a personal pizza, which that's what we did. I got the Rhapsody, which I will highly recommend getting the Rhapsody, folks. If you like pineapple and jalapeno together, oh my God. It's this amalgamation of heaven with a little bit of spice, maybe a little bit of touch of hell at the end if you add some of the red pepper flakes. But I like that you can get a personal pizza. It's just enough food, really. And they have RC. They have RC Cola. Find me a restaurant that has RC Cola, not because they couldn't have, because they've got Dr. Pepper. They've got RC Cola, the king of cola. And if you're listening out there, it's called pop, folks. We call it pop in these parts, not soda. But anyways, yeah, I highly recommend.
And again, back to the pasta. Back to the
menu.
pasta.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I just wanted to call out.
Sure.
One of the versions of pasta that they have is the Flower Shop baked pasta, which is covered in their marinara sauce, their house marinara sauce, pepperonis and sausage, and then baked with mozzarella and served with a couple of slices of garlic bread. I had it. not this week because again, I've been watching what I eat, but I had it a couple of months ago and I couldn't have made it better.
Yeah. We talk about restaurants that you go and like your omelet versus Seasoned Cafe's omelet. You're like, I thought I could make a good pasta. I thought my meatballs were good. I thought my this was, and then you try something else like, I'm never doing that. I'm never going to even try to make it again. That's how places like the Flower Shop stay stacked.
Oh yeah.
Because
this is a weekday night. There are a lot of activities happening in the town. School's about to start. This place was packed.
Yeah. On a Wednesday night, I was kind of thinking maybe it'd be a little thin because, we've got churches around, but nice, steady flow of customers coming in, eating, waiting on food, people at the bar. It's nice to see, especially at that end of the street down there where they're kind of slowly building their...
Okay, so you're going to do it without me announcing, but let's talk about the Chickasha location and some of the things that affect the Chickasha location.
Okay.
The Chickasha location only, and then we'll touch base on the Yukon location as well. So, yes, the Chickasha location is right on Chickasha Avenue, right by the new leg lamp.
Yep, and next door to Brandy's. Yeah.
Right next to Brandy's. It is, I'm going to say this is the new hub of Chickasha.
Yeah, I think they're moving from, as it would appear, moving from east to west.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff happening right there, a lot of new businesses in the works. That park is going to be amazing once they're done with it. It's drawing crowds now.
For sure.
But it's got the leg lamp from the Christmas story in it, and I don't know how tall that is, 30, 40 feet tall.
Yeah, something like that.
The Flower Shop and Brandy's actually share a patio.
It's a really cool patio setup out there when it's not 120 degrees.
Yeah, I don't know if cool is the right word to describe it in...
Lukewarm?
This time of the year. I think smoking hot might describe it better.
Yeah.
But they have a stage. They have a stage out there. Fridays and Saturdays, dude. There's music pumping, and they're having a blast.
Oh yeah.
It's got the right vibe. Hours as far as the Chickasha location, they are open Tuesday through Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
They're only closed on Monday, but they only do lunch service on Sunday, so basically 11 to 4. But the rest of the time, they're basically open from 11 to 9 or 10, just depending on whether it's weekend, weeknight. So jumping over to Yukon, though. The Yukon location, right on Route 66.
What a touch.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But the Flower Shop in Yukon is kind of more like almost two separate locations that share food.
Yeah.
I don't know how, it's like two venues in one kind of thing. So the former florist building is used primarily as the dining area, and then the Homestead House is for events.
Oh, yeah.
So it seats up to like 40 people. It's a good size for smaller events, showers, small weddings, private groups, that sort of stuff.
Have you ever done, I mean, this is an event that I noticed that they do, I don't know if you've ever done, it's a fun little couples thing. If you're looking for something fun, a little outing, go out and have some sips and paint around. You ever done Wine and Palette before? It's a lot of fun, dude.
Okay, so...
Oh, boy.
I'm very critical of my own artwork.
You don't know how to let loose and let go of it.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah, I'm the same way. Trust me. I hate it. I hate going and being like... Because, comparison is the thief of joy. And I'm looking around and going, yeah, well, look at what I'm constantly comparing myself to somebody that's half drunk that seems to be doing better than me, and I'm drinking water.
I don't know that I would be doing a lot of comparisons, but I think I would either go one of two ways. I would be so detail-oriented that I would never finish it in the time allotted for a Wine and Palette event, or I would just be like, who cares, and just, draw a stick man.
People do that too, like
holding a balloon.
Are you trolling the Wine and Palette? You paid this much money to draw something that's not even what we're drawing, and you're doing it poorly, by the way.
Yeah, but the Flower Shop in Yukon does have a Wine and Palette event every month, and they're right there on Main Street in Yukon. Their hours are slightly different from Chickasha. They are closed on Sunday and Monday, and then basically open from 11 to 9 or 10, depending on whether it is weekend or weekday.
Well, to be fair, I think probably some of that has to do with the fact that Route 66, right where they're at, that's the drag.
Yeah.
It's not, And nothing against Chickasha, but it's not the end of the street. There's literally something happening at all times. And plus, you've got to compete. You've got to compete with what's going on at the other end of Garth Brooks, where everything is, .com.
Well, I think there's a big difference between Yukon and Chickasha, and my personal opinion, the real big difference for a restaurant is in Yukon, you're not that far of a drive from a lot of other competitors.
Yeah.
Whereas Chickasha, you got to be committed to leave the town to go eat.
Yeah, Yukon. I have practically grown up in Yukon, spent a lot of time in Yukon. As it's grown up, it feels more like a suburb of Oklahoma City.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And a kissing cousin to Mustang. Because where there used to be no real estate, now everything is. I mean, you're right.
It's all connected.
It's all connected now. So, and again, I think that has a lot to do with. That's a testament to the success of
the flower shop
in Yukon and why they're able to probably expand. So,
I agree with that. Anyway, if you want more information on the flower shop or you're looking for a place to eat out, check out flowershopwinery.com.
Well, coming up after the break, small business gets a big boost. We talk a lot about, and it's kind of a cliched thing, but it's kind of our job. Buy local, stay local, support small business, support any business that's not big business.
Well, I don't even necessarily think that that we're necessarily against big business.
Well, no, yeah.
We're against big, heartless businesses.
Right.
And I think that's one of the reasons that we have such a good time talking about restaurants like the Flower Shop.
Yeah.
But I think you can apply that logic to other things if you work at it.
Yeah.
And Bravado Wireless in Eastern Oklahoma is a really good way to support local in something that you don't normally associate as being a local business.
Right, absolutely. When you think cellular, when you think wireless, we could name off a list of what we always call the big guys.
Yeah.
But, and what we strive to do here on the show is to highlight the value of doing business locally. And we're not just saying it when we tell you that Bravado Wireless, they're your neighbors, they're next door, they get you. When they're talking, they're speaking directly to you.
Yes. And they're really passionate about building community. Dude, they're live streaming local events
all the time
that most people wouldn't even think is a thing.
Right. Like rodeos, name it.
I was at a softball game last night, and if somebody would have said that softball game is being live streamed on the internet,
you would have driven home to watch it?
Well, maybe, but I would have been shocked that was even a thing.
Yeah, think about it 10 years ago. Would you have ever thought that you'd be able to stream a live event, let alone have a company that's willing to do that
that's invested in your kids? 100%. I think it's a great idea. I think if you live in Eastern Oklahoma, you have to do yourself a favor.
Absolutely.
Check into Bravado Wireless. Speak to a customer service representative for coverage and cost. Give them a call at 866-500-8488.
Or dial them in at bravadowireless.com.
So our news story today comes directly from the great state of Oklahoma.
Gotta hope so.
And their website. Story is titled, Taking Care of Our Own. Commerce announces $13 million investment to legacy businesses across the state of Oklahoma.
Dude, we're shelling out millions and bajillions of dollars. Is bajillion even a word? Even in the game Bejeweled, is it bajillion?
I think bajillion is where the Fed is trying to get the U.S. dollar to $1 bajillion.
I didn't know that there was a such thing as a gagillion. My son told me that once. I was like, that's not a real number. And I looked it up. It is a real number. But 13 million is nothing to balk about.
Well, I think
balk at.
Absolutely not. And I think the gist of the story is that this is for expansion purposes. So these companies plan to hire over 1,000 employees with a new annual payroll of $63.7 million. So adding a lot more, recycling a lot more of those dollars through Oklahoma makes sense to me.
I almost thought you were struggling not to say laundry. or funneling the money.
I don't know if the state commerce department would consider what they do laundering.
Probably not.
I think recycling
sounds better.
It does sound
better for the. It sounds better for the environment, though, doesn't it?
But basically, companies were required to have a minimum annual payroll of $625,000 with a minimal capital investment of $50,000 to qualify for this program. The project is going to have a lot of positive benefits for the state. And I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but we have one of the lowest unemployment numbers in the country.
Yeah, I think we've talked about it a few shows back. It's kind of staggering when you look at it.
Yeah, when you're talking sub 3%.
Yeah.
And again, even that's a hard number to come to, especially since, at the federal level, we're cooking the books a little bit on unemployment. So it's kind of hard to tell if we're even comparing apples to apples with the other states. But sub 3% unemployment is a bang-up job.
All I can say is the state of Oklahoma, keep rounding up and moving those decimals over.
I'll include a link in the show notes for that full story from the state. And speaking of rounding things up, we have some more feedback.
We do.
First and foremost, Facebook.
Hi, Facebook.
Gloria A. Weiss was commenting on our show covering the Season Cafe.
Yeah.
She says Season Cafe has such amazing food. She wants to try other things, but it's hard for her to go there and not eat the chicken fried steak.
I've seen pictures. There is photographic evidence of said chicken fried steak. I know I'm not supposed to eat it. I know I'm not. But I may have to go try it. I just might have to go try it, Gloria. Just saying.
Sonia Kirk on the same show said, please try the club sandwich. You won't be disappointed, but you may add a little lockjaw to your diet.
Oh man, I like a good lockjaw, especially if there's a toothpick at the end of it. I mean, I'm assuming they put a toothpick in her club sandwich.
Rach Against the Machine had another comment on Instagram. She said, in reference to our conversation about watermelon pizza, she had a callback to the ancient history, dude.
Oh, really?
She said that maybe we should have a new shock collar challenge.
Oh.
Where Brett gets to shock me if I don't eat the watermelon pizza.
Rach, I couldn't agree more. And that is a callback from way back. I would not watch that video again. I do not like how I looked in that video. I look like a grub worm with a beard. I don't know. I was going through some stuff. Okay. I was going through some hard times. But yeah, maybe we do the psychic challenge a la watermelon. Let me give a quick shout out.
All right.
Are you done with feedback? Got to give a quick shout out real quick?
Sure.
So, did a poll, basically, did a mass mailer. What's your favorite gas station cheeseburger? We've all had them, right? And the votes came in, and they said, you need to go to Thunderstop in Shawnee. So I went to Thunderstop in Shawnee. After I went to HorrorCon, shout out to HorrorCon, great event this year. Got to meet Dee Wallace. That's a long story, and it's a personal one, so I'm not going to share it right here. But I will share my experience with a Thunderstop bacon cheeseburger. Kelly Patel, one of 3 kids that works at the store, whipped up easily one of the best cheeseburgers I've ever had.
That is some high praise.
I've had many a cheeseburger on many a griddle. These places that I've had them from have been on Food Network TV, and they weren't near as good as this.
Really?
The only other cheeseburger that might be better was my cousin Alfred's cheeseburger. God rest his soul. He made them on and I may have even told you about him before, a makeshift flat griddle, propane, 4th of July, could whip up some of the best fresh beef burgers you've ever had, if not the best. I mean, I'm going to say that he's the best. They use fresh meat, Harley, not patties, fresh meat. They smash the burger on the griddle.
At a gas station?
At a gas station.
Wow.
Then I had people come out of the woodwork. You need to try their gyros. You need to try their tacos. I got to meet Mom, Rita, got to meet Alicia, and I got to meet Nanch. The whole family, practically, except for Dad. Sweet people, hardworking. Rita tells me she gets up at 3 o'clock every morning. I said, I'm 46. I don't think I can do it. She goes, it's all up here. I left there with a spiritual experience with a bacon cheeseburger and Rita telling me it's all up here. Kelly, the one making the cheeseburger, is in school to be a heart surgeon. She's giving me clogged arteries while she's going to school to be a heart surgeon.
Hey, she's going to get you as a customer one way or the other.
If you're anywhere near Shawnee, you need 100% gas, 100% diesel, and 100% beef hamburger that will knock your socks off. Stop at the Thunder Stop on 77. You cannot miss it. It is on the left side of the road. If you're heading south, go there. Get a cheeseburger. Hell, make it a double. If you're going to eat something from a gas station, get the greasiest thing you can get, right? I mean, come on.
Hey, this is your...
If you're counting macros, if you're counting macros, this ain't for you. It's really not. Well, maybe it is. Get a Thunderstop double cheeseburger with bacon, mayo, and everything else.
It sounds great. Next time I'm in Shawnee, I'll have to give it a whirl.
Yes.
I do want to say something about the feedback.
Sure.
We've got a ton of feedback.
It's been crazy.
Facebook makes it almost impossible for us to discuss the feedback about our shows.
Because it gets buried.
It does. I mean, literally, it just gets, piled under. And Facebook does not have a good search feature. You can't scroll past, the last 20 or 30 comments before it starts locking up on you. If you have any feedback for us, send us an email. OnlyinOKShow@gmail.com. We'll definitely find it. We'll definitely talk about it on the next show.
Yes, because it seems like when we post a meme that has nothing to really do with anything that we discuss normally, I mean, we do talk about pop and soda, but it gets buried underneath all that.
Yeah,
and we love the interaction. Don't get us wrong. We love to hear you love what we do, but
absolutely. And I'm not saying don't reply to us on Facebook. I'm saying if you want if there's something that you want to make sure we see, send us an email, OnlyinOKShow@gmail.com. If you have a recommendation for a place that we need to check out, OnlyinOKShow@gmail.com. If you have feedback about what we're doing or places that we've been, OnlyinOKShow@gmail.com.
If you want to give feedback to a flower shop that sells pizza, it's flowershopwinery.com. Everything's got to use the internet. And special thanks to our sponsor, Bravado Wireless. This has been the Only in OK Show. I'm Brett.
And I'm Harley, and we're out of here.
Peace.
Audio overdose. Like, no, that's not what we do. We stopped doing that a long time ago. We're meta now. It's a new era of social media. We're hot and ready social media now. $5 footlongs of social media.
Damn, these are loud. Hi. It's funny, it's loud as hell in my headphones, but it's not that loud on here. There we go. Is that better? Better.
It's you, dummy.
I know that. I'm dialing it down so it doesn't blow my eardrums out. Went to the HorrorCon. You want me to talk about that? Well, what are we going to talk about? What'd you do? Softball. Okay, cool. That's exciting.
Can we talk about the subject matter?
In the outtakes? Sure. Want to talk about pizza? We love pizza more than any of the other turtles.
Fratello.
Wrong. Michelangelo, dude. I don't know. I'm guessing.
He was the one who was smoking pot.
Is that yeah, dude? I got nunchucks.
I'm just numb.
I got nom chucks, man. I'm so hungry. Nom chucks. What in the hell do you want?
Tell him it's already sold, dude.
I done sold it. Sold it to an old boy. Man, talk about Thunderstop, too. Are you going to drop those videos?
Eventually. Kick the tires and light the fires.
It's breakfast with the last dragon. Come on in. Have yourself a couple summer sausages, a scrambled egg or two, and some sushi. Well, sushi's not really Chinese. It's got rice in it, therefore it is. Come on down and have some. Breakfast sushi. Oh, I'm good except for the tip of my tongue. Feels like I'm frostbitten. Ed. I think I'll be sitting in a microphone. Today on the show, we're going to talk about AARP and the changes that they're making to it. Welcome to the AARP and Me podcast. I'm manager till midnight, even though I go to bed at 7 a.m. You go to bed at 7 a.m.? You mean 7 p.m.? You're out? Midnight. Huh? Hit station 98.9 Kiss FM. Did you know that you go to Walmart? I have a friend who's a manager at Walmart. I jokingly said, help me get on Walmart radio. Because you know they have a radio station.
I did not.
You walk into Walmart and it goes, Walmart radio! And it's like, hey, it's manager till midnight. How's it going? Coming up, we're going to play a little bit of such and such. They take phone calls, but it's only from associates.
Huh.
We've got Cart Pusher from Chickasha. You're on the air. What are your favorite things to do while you're at Walmart?
Push the cart.
I like to push carts. And when I'm not pushing carts, I'm hoping there'll be some more carts out there that I can push. That's kind of my thing, you know. I think I'm gifted, honestly. I think there's something special about me because if you look at my legs, they've always looked like this. I was built to push a short.
I was born with 3-foot legs.
Listen, they said a short guy can't do a whole lot. I did a whole parking lot. You know, get it? A whole lot, a whole parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I said, get me on Walmart radio. She goes, you know, if you work for Walmart, you can audition. I said, no, you can't. She said, damn sure can. Can you imagine? Hi, I'm Brad. I'm here for the audition. I can show various emotions. You want to see anxiety? Because that's what I'm experiencing right now. And it's not an act, but I can do it.
I need to go to the Hochatown Trading Post and Coffee Company.
Why?
Because they have some cool stickers.
Hochatown. You know, we owe Hochatown a visit down there. I think the next time we do a Destination America or whatever. Sorry, Josh Gates, I stole your thing. We freestyled it last time. I think we got to go, all right, where's the restaurant that's not going to be closed? We know it won't be closed when we get there. We set the waypoints on the map. We don't stop. We drive straight through. I'll lean out the car, put the gas can in, and I'll fill it up on the go like they do with the fighter jets. You know, if we get the pedal, put the pedal to the metal, man, we can get down there about an hour and a half. What if would we be doing a podcast? Can you imagine the podcast? And this is your OnlyinOKShow. Hey, welcome back, y'all. This here's Brett. And you're like, and I'm Harley. That'd be like this freaking the Only an Odd Couple podcast. Hey, Hardy, you ever change oil on a John Deere 1943? Let me tell you, it ain't easy. I'm sorry, you were saying something about going out and eating sushi. What was it? I mean, dude, come on, man. You ever read a Gazette?
Yeah.
Don't lie, boy. What's the last article you read when they were doing the OK 89 Olympics? I mean, dude, come on. You ain't from around here, are you?
Best plastic surgeon.
Who?
Tim Love.
Ken from Barbie and Ken. Is Love his last name?
Yeah.
I met a car salesman one time. His name was Robert Foyle. When the car didn't go through, I went,
Foiled again.
Foiled again. I felt like one of the kids from Scooby-Doo.
I went to summer school at Putnam.
West? Original?
I don't remember.
There's like 3 of them.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of Putnams.
Yeah.
But I had to take a class that I'd missed or something. And so I had to take a summer class. It was just a couple of weeks. But there was a kid in that class named Hung Lo. He was from Vietnam.
Why do I feel like you're that?
No, I'm being serious as a heart attack.
I mean,
his name was Hung Lo.
You might as well say his name was Long Duck Dong.
No, his name was Hung Lo, and he thought it was the funniest thing ever.
We'll never know, though, will we? There ain't nobody out there saying legend has it. What are you looking at?
Where's Fuzzy Tacos based out of?
Not here.
Yeah.
California?
I'm looking at their list, and all of the... Okay.
You look up Fuzzy Tacos Corporate?
I'm just looking at how many businesses are not Oklahoma-based.
To me, if there... This is a bad example. If there are more than... there's a few exceptions to the rule, but I think it's a general rule. Okay, so I went to Dallas, and we went to a place, really good taco slash kind of, I don't know what you want to call it, Mexicali, Tex-Mex restaurant called the Velvet Taco. I was like, oh, this is a cool place. I'd come here again. And not that I wouldn't, but found out that there's one in Midtown, not Midtown, but up that way. And then you're like, oh man, I like going to a place, even if I'm in a town, I want to go to a place that's a one-off.
Okay, so I take issue with this list. I'm looking.
Okay. Go down the list.
Dude, it's 100,000.
Give me top 10, or give me the best of the top 10s.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm scrolling and I'm not getting through the list. It's everything.
Okay.
Like, it's not.
Give me something
They have
else.
best of intros and extra, best
No.
of food and drink, best of arts and culture,
That's
best
where
of
we need-
goods and services, best of life
Food and
and
drink.
wellness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20,
These aren't winners?
21, 22. No, they have a billion different categories.
I'm at. Dude, you were able to rattle off best Mexican restaurant.
Best local craft brewery.
Okay.
Best local tap room. Best cocktail. Best breakfast. Best brunch. Best tea or coffee
Okay, who's
shop.
got best breakfast?
Cafe Cacao. Up against Hatch Early Mood Food, Jimmy's Egg, Neighborhood Jam, and Sunnyside Diner.
I'd put Sunnyside Diner at the top of that, just because I like it. But I'll tell you, a restaurant that they need to quit sleeping on, Scrambled at 23rd. Did I tell you we went up there? 3-hour wait for brunch breakfast.
Not even on the list.
Should be.
Best burger, The Garage.
No, dude, don't do that.
That's garbage.
What's the... Okay, can you... Just because you're there, can you give me the...
Nick's is
Runner.
not on the list.
Huh.
Burger Punk, S&B Burger Joint, Spark, and Tucker's Onion Burgers.
Where do they go to eat? Of all the places, Sid's isn't on... Is this only Metro? Is this just Metro?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do Oklahoma
I guess
City.
I haven't had it, but you're going to put the Garage...
How about Best Sandwich Shop? One of the top 5 city bites.
Are you kidding me?
Swear to God, dude.
I think the fix is in. It just sounds too much like, how much is it going to cost us to... Who wants City Bites for life?
Best pizza place. On the list, Empire's at the top of the list. I can't disagree with
that.
But on the list,
Hideaway?
yes, they're
Okay.
on the list.
Okay.
All-American Pizza.
I will say this, not about All-American Pizza. Eagle One Pizza in Moore,
Mhm.
it's technically Oklahoma City, puts All-American Pizza to shame.
Dude,
And they're local. There's 2 locations. Yeah, it's not even a contest, All-American Pizza. And I'm not trying to throw shade, but
I don't. This is one of those things where we've discussed doing
best ofs.
best ofs.
Yeah.
My issue is most of the people that are going to participate in a poll like that are unreliable, have no taste buds.
Right, they're Yelpers.
I'm surprised that McDonald's didn't make any of these damn lists. Best place to eat late night. Oh, that's definitely McDonald's or Taco Bell.
Well, I think what you do is if you're somebody that's inclined and has the ability to do so, you go, okay, let me try. let me make my world tour around these what are the best ofs, and then kind of make up a determination from there. But I just feel like maybe we need to get out more, but more to the point, it just City Bites is a good sandwich, but I don't know that you say it's the best sandwich.
Best
Mr.
local-
Kim's might.
Yeah. Best local radio personality, team or show. Joey and Heather won it. But
Okay.
Jeff Roberts, the Magic Man.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lee on Coma.
KOMA. Yeah.
Rick and Brad on The Cat.
Yeah.
TJ, Janet, and J-Rod on...
KJ.
Yeah.
I will say this about Steve. Nice guy. Jennifer Lee. Big time. She's a big time movie and music nerd. I never had any issue with her at the station. She's cool.
Which I don't understand. Like, how do you go Oklahoma City and then you're like, best casino, Shawnee, Lucky Star Casino, Newcastle. Remington Park is the only one that's actually in Oklahoma City.
It almost makes you want to flip through a Gazette and look at their ads and go, okay.
Oh, yeah. But dude, honestly, I don't think so. Like, at the end of the day,
You don't think there's a buy-in? Twisted tea.
at the end of the day, I need to stop saying at the end of the day. And I should stop saying more importantly. More importantly, awesome. At the end of the day, absolutely.
So pretty cool. So cool. Basically,
Yeah,
it's
they need to go away. We need a list. Okay.
What? We don't have any outtakes. Just
So?
me being. We mean so. I like that. It's fun,
Dude, it's after 8 o'clock. Hey, let's go to the flower shop.
You said come and get me. What'd you want me to do?
You were going to go anyway.
Oh my goodness. We both spent the same amount of time.
I don't know
I'm
what-
slapping the thing and I'm doing it.
No, you're not. Stop it.
We spent the same amount of time. It wasn't like you're outside tapping your foot, waiting for me to come outside. We were there the same length of time.
Right, but
We've literally done
I would have been
everything
fine
together.
eating a piece of bacon and doing the show at 6:15 as opposed to 8:15. Let's go.
Why are you blaming me like I'm your conscience?
Dude, you were a slacker. You come up and I'm like, dude, I can't eat pizza. And you're like, dude, it's not going to matter. One time's not going to make a difference.
What did I...
Yeah.
You did it!
You do hair. Hey, doing heroin once, that's not going to hurt you. Let's go.
I didn't get an email. Let's go.
No, we're going to need to look it up. It's right there, dude. Refresh your button.
It just now showed up. I did forget it. Dude, I swear to God, I did. You just said you're going to send it.
I sent it an hour ago.
Welcome to the show. Today we're discussing the Flower Shop Winery and Pizzeria and why Harley's a pain in my ass. I'm Brett. God, why don't we do that show?
All right, but I get to unload.
On what?
You.
Really?
Yeah.
About what?
Everything.
Let me start from the top.
We'll start at the beginning. Can you please, for the love of God, say today?
Today.
Welcome to the show today.
Okay. Absolutely I can. It would be so cool if I could do that.
100%.
God. I agree in perpetuity. I don't know why I would say that. Oh, yeah. For sure. That's another one you can stop saying. For sure.
Here's
dude.
Here's the one that you can stop saying.
Okay. God. Shut up, dude.
Like, I need my CPAP machine while I'm talking.
Why are you making fun?
Yep. Let's go. What are you doing?
What did I miss?
Miss what?
Today, what did I miss? Ready? 3, 2, 1. And welcome to the show. I stared at today the entire time, waiting for it to turn into a day. Today. 3, 2, 1. And welcome to the show. Today we're discussing... Do you know anybody that enunciates today of all words?
Okay, before
No,
you
no.
start the show,
Okay.
I'm sitting here polishing up this old
This here
award,
prestigious award.
global recognition for
Yeah.
our podcasting efforts.
We got an award.
Can I just say,
It's been 5 years since we've got one.
no, I see the people that have won some awards for best radio personalities
Yeah.
in the state. Have you listened to any of those shows?
There needs to be a category for best former radio personalities in the state.
Dude, I think we qualify for that award.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, not only do I think we should have made the list, we should have made the top of the list.
Really?
Yeah, even with your snoring and my absolutely and your todays.
The days. I don't know, man. We don't. There's some.
No,
I gotta
it's
give
not,
it up to
it's
'em, man.
Garbage.
They're doing what I would love to be doing. Getting paid to talk on the microphone. I miss radio. Not as much as it misses me, though. 3, 2, 1. I should just jump right in. I liked it better when you played the song to get me fired up, man. Dun, 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 dun. I'm just kidding.
Nope. There you go.
No, you're not going to play it. You're going to play something that's not going to be me.
What?
Oh, I'll
No.
tell you. No. Please do this
No.
one thing.
No.
You want to know?
No.
Let me show you what we'll... Why don't I get to pick my intro music?
Because it's not your intro music.
It's Bad Finger on a Midnight Special, baby. Singing Midnight Special, baby. We got to close it out. That's it for the Wolfman Jack Show for tonight. Be back again tomorrow night. Bright-eyed and bushy-tail, gonna suck it to you tomorrow, baby.
I move your picture
I move your picture
from my wall,
from my wall. Have mercy.
and I replace.
All right. That's the best you're going to get.
Way to bring me in.
I wasn't bringing you in.
Jeez
Look,
Christ,
dude, you're
dude.
not the talent. There are not fresh croissants in my green room. Like, dude, you don't have a green room? That's my daughter's bedroom.
Croissants.
And those aren't croissants. Those are old socks. Let's go.
The box says croissant, but it's actually pronounced croissant. Can we get these out of here, please?
3, 2, 1.
And welcome to the show. Today we're discussing Flower Shop Winery and Pizzeria in Chickasha and in Yukon. Okay, got it. Sorry, dude. I don't have my reading glasses on, so I have a little trouble here.
Why do you not have your reading glasses? Why do you not come prepared?
I have them in the car. Oh, we need to learn about it. 3, 2, 1. And welcome to the show. Today we're discussing Flower Shop Winery and Pizzeria in Chickasha and in Yukon. And later on in the show, a big investment into small businesses in Oklahoma. I'm Brett.
And I'm requesting that you do that over.
Why?
Because you hiccuped on the comma like it was the most confusing thing that you'd ever
I don't need
read.
to say Oklahoma, though.
No, but you said, and later in the show. Like, I don't make you stop for
You wanna
nothing,
do it?
dude.
You want to do it?
No, I want you to do it. If you need to go get your glasses, that's
some
okay.
talent.
Okay.
I don't need them. I can see. 3, 2, 1. And welcome to the show. Today we're discussing Flower Shop Winery and Pizzeria in Chickasha and Yukon. I don't need them. I don't need them.
You tell me what I need. Don't tell me I can't see when I can see.
Let me know when you're ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
And welcome to the show. Today we're discussing the Flower Shop Winery. I'm doing that again. 3, 2, 1.
Why would you do that again? I don't understand. You said,
Winery.
welcome to the show. Today we're discussing.
We're having a small discussion about pizza in a place called Chickasha and Yukon.
Yukon.
We took a little trip to a place called Chickasha. I think Chickasha is probably it makes more sense for people to mispronounce Chickasha
Then what?
than Alec. Just kidding. Alec is another one. How is it Alec?
I don't know. Dude, Miami, we have a lot of names.
You know what popped up and reminded me of our first trip down, what's that name, Memory Lane? Honeybees came up in the feed. They're advertising the Bigfoot Festival. Honeybee. Doesn't look like honeybee at all.
No.
I think it's got more syllables than any of the other ones that have been mispronounced.
Yeah, no, it's spelled Hanobia.
Yeah. We defy the laws of gravity
In grammar.
and grammar. 3, 2, 1. And welcome to the show. Today we're just, God, why am I having so much trouble
I
today?
don't know. What is wrong with you?
I don't know. All right, ready? I haven't been this bad in a long time, am I? Have I?
Are you doing crack?
I don't know what I'm doing. 3, 2, 1. And
Do I need to intro the show?
no, count me down.
Why is it always an emphatic no?
I have said to you do it. You're like, no, I'm not doing it. You do it. You have refused numerous times.
But when I offer to do it, you're like, no.
I'll get it.
God,
Ready?
no.
God, anything but that.
3, 2, 1.
And welcome to the show today. I hate you. I don't really hate you, but I hate the fact that you're in my head. Count me down one more time. One more time. This is it.
Tres, dos, uno.
Welcome to the show today. Okay. 3, 2, 1. And welcome to the show today. We're discussing the Flower Shop Winery and Pizzeria in Chickasha and Yukon. Why do I keep stopping? I didn't bring my glasses. That's why.
We literally stopped recording so you could go get your glasses.
I went to look. They might. Ready to go? I feel like I'm way down here, and I feel like my microphone's way up.
Well, lift your seat up.
Okay, that's part of it.
Uh-huh. I can't talk because my seat's an inch lower than it was last week.
Well, it's making me feel. I feel like I'm talking up like this and trying to read down. All right.
You come up with the most bullshit excuses
Listen,
I've
I'm
ever
like
heard in
this.
my entire life.
I'm looking up, and I still have to try to find the. If I look like this,
I'm looking up and reading down.
looking down to read. 3, 2, 1. And welcome to the show today. God damn. All right, this is it. Are you ready? I need you to say yes.
Si, senor.
3, 2, 1.